At the end of last year, I got inspired to do something I had been contemplating for quite a while. I broke apart a ring I had been holding on to for years after I stopped wearing it. Now, this wasn't just any ring. It was my former wedding ring from a 21-year marriage that symbolized a big chapter in my life that deeply shaped me. It occurred as I was reflecting on the end of the year and starting to prepare for the next year, looking at this evolution of my life. And I realized this ring represented a version of myself that I no longer was. It was a self that had outdated beliefs and pains. It was a version I had outgrown. For years, I hesitated to take the step. Breaking apart the ring felt like it would be a betrayal and tossing aside of the good times that had been there. Well, again, as I stepped closer to the end of 2024, I knew it was time. Now, let me say this. The act of physically breaking this ring apart felt so symbolic. It was a declaration to myself that I was ready to let go of this final piece of the old me and step into something new. Now, what I didn't realize is this profound sense of freedom and clarity that I would feel in my emotions and energetically. When the jeweler took that first snip of the band, I felt this little ping inside me. And as he continued breaking the pieces apart so he could harvest the diamonds, man, something was set free inside me. I had this full body surge, and what felt like this brokenness was really about gleaming these beautiful diamonds that had been covered in dirt and grime. And so the jeweler and I then began with these clear, freed diamonds to really brainstorm what could we create that is new and feels right for this next phase. We talked about something for myself, potentially my daughter and my granddaughter, something that would have a ripple effect for the future generations. It was so fun. And when we completed the initial designs and I left with my little baggies, there was this visible lightness to me. There was a skip in my step. And this was really about, ultimately, I saw that this was about honoring the past, really learning from it, and choosing to take those diamonds that were the gifts from it and then alchemize that into something new for the next chapter. I can't wait to actually put these creations into effect with the jeweler this year. So my question for you is, what old stuff are you holding on to? It could be an object, it could be a belief, it could be a habit that you are feeling that stirring to release because it has served its time in its place, and there's some nuggets for you to really harvest out of that time and not see it as something bad and toss it completely aside, but to, again, release the piece that didn't serve, but take forward with you the blessings. I'm calling it those diamonds. And right now, my diamonds are in the rough, they're in a baggie, kind of dirty. But again, this is something that we can each take and look at in our lives. So I look forward to hearing what that is for you and what are those diamonds that you are ready to alchemize into something new in the next phase of your life.